Page 38. A. Listen and repeat these sentences.
1. What has the farmer been doing? He's been digging. 2. What have Farooq and Sameer been doing? They've been playing football.
3. B. Listen and answer the questions about these people.
1. What has Tapu been doing?
She's been ironing.
2. What has Mukesh been doing?
He's been fishing.
3. What has Ravi been doing?
He's been exercising.
4. What has Meena been doing?
She's been washing dishes.
5. What have Anamika and Samira been doing?
They've been playing tennis.
6. What has Nisha been doing?
She's been swimming.
Page 39. A. Listen and repeat these words.
Planting, ploughing, picking, repairing, digging, painting.
B. Listen and repeat these sentences.
1. A man is planting trees. 2. A man is ploughing a field. 3. Some children are picking fruit. 4. Some builders are repairing a house. 5. A man is digging a hole. 6. A man is painting a wall.
Page 42. C. Listen and repeat these sentences.
1. The street is being swept. 2. Cars are being painted. 3. A window is being mended. 4. Trees are being planted. 5. A building is being repaired. 6. A hole is being dug.
Page 43. A. Listen and repeat these words.
A programmer. A farmer. An actor. A businessman.
B. Listen to people talking about their jobs and match them with the numbers you hear.
1. I learned my job from my father. As soon as I was old enough, I fed the goats and collected the eggs. I loved the animals, the countryside, the fresh air. Of course, nowadays things are different. We've got machines to help us now. Back then, my father used to plough with an ox. Now, I can do it with a tractor.
2. I've always loved singing. My mother had a friend who worked in a studio in Mumbai. One day, this friend came to a concert at our school where I was singing. The next day, my mother's friend phoned her and asked her if my mother and father would allow me to take part in a film. They agreed, and that was the beginning of my career.
3. I got interested in information technology when I was at school. We had a fantastic teacher. She taught us how to use the computers we had in school in those days. After school, I studied computer science at university. I got a very good degree, and I've now got a very good job as a software engineer.
4. I studied business management and the course had a section on information technology. After I graduated, I got a job in an import-export company. Most of the work involved IT. I stayed with the company for about 5 years. Then I set up my own software company and now we sell software to companies all over the world.
Page 44. A. Listen and mark the main stress in these sentences.
1. I loved working on the farm. 2. Of course, nowadays things are different. 3. I've got a job in an oil company. 4. I've always loved singing. 5. That was the beginning of my career. 6. We had a fantastic teacher. 7. I studied computer science at university. 8. I worked as a clerk at first.
B. Listen and repeat these sentences.
1. The tomatoes cost just 10 rupees a kilo. 2. He'll never watch that film. 3. Do they like her? 4. I've got some money. 5. They were sleeping. 6. I met him at the station. 7. He was tall and hefty. 8. She can leave tomorrow. 9. He's taller than me. 10. He's as old as my father.
Page 45. A. Look at the picture of a park and listen to these sentences about it. Mark each sentence true or false.
1. It's a sunny day. 2. There's nowhere to sit in the park. 3. Children are not allowed to play games in the park. 4. You can buy something to eat in the park. 5. The park is near a big city. 6. You can hear music in the park. 7. Some people go jogging in the park. 8. Cycling is allowed in the park.
Page 46. A. Listen to the poem.
The world with its countries. The world with its countries, mountains and seas, people and animals, flowers and trees, the fish in the water, the birds in the air, are calling to ask us all to take care. These are our treasures, a gift to us all. We should say thank you with a care that says it all. For the blue of the ocean, the clearness of the air, the wonders of forests and the valleys so fair, the song of the skylark, the warmth of the sun, the rushing of clear streams, and new life begun. All gifts we should cherish, so join in the call to work to preserve them for the future of us all.
Page 47. C. Listen and repeat these words.
1. I take. I took. I've taken. 2. I leave. I left. I've left. 3. I break. I broke. I've broken. 4. I speak. I spoke. I've spoken. 5. I mean. I meant. I've meant. 6. I choose. I chose. I've chosen. 7. I ride. I rode. I've ridden. 8. I learn. I learnt. I've learnt. 9. I swing. I swung. I've swung. 10. I swim. I swam. I've swum. 11. I write. I wrote. I've written. 12. I meet. I met. I've met.
Page 48. A. Listen and repeat these sentences.
Do you like hockey? Do you like living in Mumbai? Liking.
1. I like it. 2. I'm crazy about hockey.
3. We love living in Mumbai. 4. It's brilliant.
5. It's fantastic. 6. It's great.
Disliking.
1. I don't like hockey.
2. I don't think much of hockey. 3. I don't like Mumbai. 4. I'm not very keen on Mumbai. 5. I can't stand Mumbai.
Page 50. B. Listen and repeat this dialogue.
Hey, look at this bag. Do you like it, Malini?
Not much.
Why not?
It's too big. I prefer that one with a gold buckle. Do you like it?
No,
Why not?
it's too expensive.
Okay, let's go and look at the clothes.
Page 51. A. Listen to the play Strange Events at the Cafe and follow the pictures.
Dad, come quickly.
What's the matter, son?
A gorilla has just walked into the cafe.
Good heavens! Is it smashing the place up?
No, it's sitting at one of the tables. It seems to be reading the menu.
It must be a joke. It's somebody in disguise. Go and see what it wants, Rohit.
Good afternoon, sir. May I take your order?
Yes, I'd like a cup of tea and a samosa.
Okay, I'll be back in a moment.
Just hand me that newspaper, will you? I'd like something to read while I'm waiting.
Of course, sir. Dad, it's a real gorilla. He wants a cup of tea and a samosa.
How amazing. I'll go and have a word with this gorilla myself. Sorry to disturb you, sir, but welcome to our cafe. I'm Gaurav Khanna, the owner.
Oh, really? Could you see to the tea and samosa? I'm in a bit of a hurry. I've got an important meeting at the zoo in half an hour's time.
Certainly, sir. It won't take more than a few minutes. Meanwhile, may I offer you a cigarette?
Certainly not. I don't smoke. It's a filthy habit.
Oh, I beg your pardon. Here comes my son with the tea and samosa. Please enjoy your meal, sir.
This is incredible. A real live gorilla having a cup of tea and a samosa in a cafe. And he came from the zoo.
But I wonder if this gorilla has got any money. Well, we'll soon see. Rohit, make up the bill and give it to him.
Okay, Dad. Here's your bill, sir.
Thank you. Here you are. Keep the change.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yes, thank you very much indeed. Please come again and bring some of your friends.
No, I'm sorry to say that I don't think that my friends or I will be coming to your cafe in the future.
Oh dear, why is that?
Your samosas are much too expensive.
Page 53. A. Listen and repeat these sentences.
1. There's too much sugar in this tea. This means that there is more sugar than I want. 2. There's not enough sugar in my tea. This means that I want more sugar. 3. That radio is too loud. Could you turn it down, please? This means that the radio is louder than I want. 4. That radio isn't loud enough. Could you turn it up, please? This means that I want the radio louder.
B. Listen to people at a restaurant. What do they mean? Tick the right answer.
1. I asked for coffee without sugar. Please take it back and fetch me another cup.
2. Waiter, this soup is cold. Take it back, please.
3. This meat is burnt. Please take it back and bring me something that has been cooked properly.
4. These vegetables are tasteless. They need more salt.
5. This is terribly spicy. It's burning my mouth.
Page 55. A. Listen to these words and mark the syllables that are stressed.
1. Afternoon. 2. Amazing. 3. Cafe. 4. Cigarette. 5. Disguise. 6. Expensive. 7. Gorilla. 8. Immediately. 9. Incredible. 10. Samosa.
C. Listen and repeat this poem. Note how the voice rises and falls.
Palanquin bearers. Lightly, oh lightly we bear her along. She sways like a flower in the wind of our song. She skims like a bird on the foam of a stream. She floats like a laugh from the lips of a dream. Gaily, oh gaily, we glide and we sing. We bear her along like a pearl on a string. Softly, oh softly, we bear her along. She hangs like a star in the dew of our song. She springs like a beam on the brow of the tide. She falls like a tear from the eyes of a bride. Lightly, oh lightly, we glide and we sing. We bear her along like a pearl on a string.
Page 56. A. Listen to an aviation engineer describing aeroplanes. Complete the sentences.
Began to travel by plane during the 1920s, but the planes were very uncomfortable and even quite unsafe. In the 1930s, many improvements were made, but passenger planes had only 2 engines and they carried only about 1,000 liters of fuel. They couldn't travel very far. This meant that a flight from New Delhi to London took several days with stops for refueling. Modern passenger planes can carry 600 people. Traveling now is very comfortable. Food is served in flight and there is plenty of entertainment on board. Modern planes have 4 powerful jet engines and can fly at speeds of over 800 kilometers per hour. They carry 178,000 liters of fuel, so they can fly almost 10,000 kilometers non-stop. This means that a flight from New Delhi to London takes only about 10 hours. Today, engineers are working on a super jumbo jet. It will probably be shaped like a triangle with 3 very powerful engines at the back. It will be able to carry 1,000 passengers in great comfort. There will be restaurants and perhaps even a gym on the plane. It will be able to fly 12,000 kilometers non-stop and will be extremely fast.
Page 57. C. Listen to see if you are right.
2. How far did the first passenger planes fly? 3. What is served during the flight on a modern plane? 4. How many liters of fuel does a modern plane carry? 5. Where will the engines of planes probably be in future? 6. Why will we be able to fly to Europe very quickly? 7. Who is in command of a passenger plane? 8. Which is bigger, a Boeing 747 or a Boeing 727?
Page 59. E. Listen and repeat these sentences.
1. I went to Mumbai on Friday. 2. There's some fruit in the basket. 3. I like cake very much. 4. Oh dear, I'm sorry. 5. Danny works in a circus. 6. Goodbye. See you tomorrow. 7. Yes, I'd love to go to the beach. 8. I have been learning English for 5 years. 9. The garden looks so colorful, doesn't it? 10. In summer, Delhi is hotter than Chennai.
Page 60. B. Match these sentences. Then listen to see if you are right.
1. By the time the police arrived, the thief had escaped. 2. After we finished dinner, we washed the dishes. 3. The house had burned down by the time the firemen arrived. 4. As soon as I had finished my homework, I switched on the television. 5. Although I arrived late, the bus had not gone. 6. I had just opened the door when the telephone rang. 7. When I reached the telephone, it stopped ringing. 8. When I arrived at Dinesh's house, he had gone out.
Page 62. A. Listen to the play Trouble at the Jeweller's.
It is 8:30 in the morning and Inspector Prasad is in his office at the police station.
Hello, Inspector Prasad here.
Inspector, there's been an overnight robbery at my jewelry shop. A lot of expensive jewels and watches have been stolen.
Could you give me your name and address, please?
Yes, my name is Mr. Shah, and the address is Shah's Jewelers, 48 Lala Street. Please come quickly.
Okay, I'll be right over. Havaldar, get the jeep. We've got work to do. Right, Mr. Shah. Please tell me all about this.
My night watchman, Dinesh, phoned me and said that the shop had been broken into. So I got over here as fast as I could and saw what the thieves had stolen. Then I phoned you.
I see. Now, Dinesh, tell me exactly what happened last night.
At about 1 o'clock, I was sitting in my room at the back of the shop. When I heard the sound of breaking glass, I tried to turn on the lights, but somebody had turned off the electricity.
So, what did you do next?
I picked up my stick and went into the shop. I couldn't see anything. Somebody grabbed me from behind and put a cloth over my face. I fainted. When I became conscious, I saw that the thieves had smashed the glass in the door, come into the shop, and turned off the electricity. Then they stole the watches and the jewelry.
And you, Mr. Shah, tell me what you saw when you came back to the shop. You know, before you phoned me.
Well, I came here immediately and saw what had happened. Dinesh is telling the truth. The thieves had broken the glass door. Then they had cut off the electricity at the switch box. Then they attacked poor Dinesh and stole my jewelry.
Thank you. I'll just take a look around the shop. Let's start with your room, Dinesh. Okay. I've seen enough, Havaldar. It was an inside job. The night watchman Dinesh is the thief. Go and arrest him.
C. Listen to see if you are right.
1. Mr. Shah telephoned the police. 2. Expensive jewels and watches had been stolen. 3. The night watchman telephoned him. 4. Dinesh. 5. B, A, D, C.
Page 63. D. Listen and repeat these sentences. Notice how the voice goes up and down.
1. Could you give me your name and address, please? 2. Please come quickly. 3. Get the car. We've got work to do. 4. Tell me exactly what happened. 5. What did you do next?
Page 64. B. Listen to these sentences about the airport in the picture. Mark each sentence true or false.
1. The flight from Lagos is WT805. 2. A plane will leave for Paris at 3:30. 3. A plane will come to the airport from Paris at 1:45. 4. 3 people are going through immigration. 5. A woman is putting her suitcase on the scales at the check-in counter. 6. There is a cafe in the departure lounge. 7. Passengers go straight into the departure lounge after they have checked in. 8. A passenger is carrying her suitcase into the departure lounge.
Page 65. C. Listen to the airport staff asking questions. Tick the best answers. On departure at emigration.
Did you pack these bags yourself, sir? May I see your boarding pass?
On the flight.
Do you need a landing card, sir?
On arrival at immigration.
How long will you be staying, sir? May I see your passport, please?
Page 67. A. Listen and complete a student's notes on why snow never melts on high mountains. Note that the student only takes notes of the important things.
Well, now, today, we are going to ask ourselves the question: why do high mountains have snow-covered peaks? On the face of it, you'd think that all the snow would melt up there. Kilimanjaro, which is a mountain that lies on the equator, always has a snow-covered peak. So why doesn't the heat of the sun melt the snow? After all, if you expose an ice cube to the rays of the sun, it soon melts. Why doesn't this happen with snow and ice on high mountains? Here's why. The atmosphere at the top of a mountain is thinner. There's less oxygen up there, and the rays of the sun don't get trapped so easily. Whereas the atmosphere at the bottom of a mountain traps the sun's rays, so it's quite hot down there. The higher the mountain, the thinner the atmosphere at its peak. So the temperature gets colder and colder. Above a certain height lies the snow line, where it is so cold that snow and ice never melt.
Page 69. A. Listen to the play The King and the Nightingale and look at the pictures. Then answer the questions.
Once upon a time in China, there lived a king. One day, he was sitting near an open window when he heard a nightingale singing.
What a beautiful sound! I must have that bird. Get it for me, please.
So the king's servants went out and caught the bird. The king put the nightingale in a golden cage and gave it lots of good food.
The forest is a dangerous place. You can live safely with me. All you have to do is sing for me every day.
So the nightingale lived in its golden cage and sang for the king every day. But it was not happy because it missed being able to fly. One day, a Japanese king sent the Chinese king a present. It was a toy nightingale made of gold and jewels. The king wound up the toy nightingale and it sang beautifully.
I don't need the real nightingale now. I'll let it go.
So the real nightingale flew back to its family in the forest and was very happy. The king played with his toy nightingale hour after hour, day after day. But one day he wound it up in a hurry and something inside broke. The king called a jeweler.
I'm sorry, my lord. This toy is very old. I'm afraid I can't mend it.
The king was very sad and he became ill. A doctor was called.
I'm sorry to announce that the king is very ill and may die.
However, that night the king heard the real nightingale singing outside his window. The nightingale sang for the king all night, and in the morning he was better.
Please come and live with me again, my little friend, and I will throw this silly toy away.
I'm sorry, my lord. I must live in the forest where I can fly about freely. But I promise to come and sing outside your window every day.
Pages 71 and 72. A. Listen and repeat these sentences, agreeing with someone. When you agree.
1. That film was very boring.
I know.
2. I think this is a waste of time.
That's right.
When you agree strongly.
3. Students shouldn't have to wear school uniform.
I quite agree.
4. Men and women should have equal pay.
Absolutely.
5. Parents are not entirely responsible for their children's behavior.
I couldn't agree more.
When you agree, but not strongly.
6. I think we should stop work now.
I suppose so.
B. Listen and repeat these sentences. Disagreeing with someone. When you disagree politely.
1. We should buy computers for everybody in the school.
I know, but we haven't got enough money.
2. I think we should go to Shimla in December.
Yes, but don't you think it'll be too cold?
When you disagree strongly.
3. The best way to go is by train.
No, it isn't. It's quicker by car.
4. It'll only take half an hour to get there by train.
You must be joking. It'll take at least an hour.
5. He's not a good driver.
That's not true. He drives very well on the highway.
6. Smoking doesn't do you any harm.
Rubbish. It's very bad for you.
Page 74. A. Listen to this poem.
Geography by Clarence Mansfield Lindsay. I think geography is fun. Upon the map, with care, I trace strange countries one by one and travel everywhere. I seek out cities far away, follow down rivers blue, trace here a lake and there a bay, whose names to me are new. I visit China and Japan, I journey down the Rhine, then, travelling with a caravan, a desert ship is mine. I wander in far Timbuktu, in India's plains I trek. The vales of Greece I wander through, and Brazil's rivers check. To all these places on the map I travel, and with ease, an open book upon my lap, I sail the 7 seas.
Page 75. B. Listen and repeat these sentences.
1. He climbed the mountain. 2. She sings very well. 3. Robert went to college yesterday. 4. The heat was scorching. 5. I thanked him for his help. 6. The river went dry during summer. 7. Millions of people speak the English language. 8. This is a book of Proverbs. 9. That bus is always on time. 10. The telephone rang intermittently.
Page 76. D. Listen and repeat these sentences.
1. The farmer had a little son who was only as tall as his thumb. 2. If I come home early, we can go to the temple. 3. I advise you to keep trying, even though you have not succeeded so far. 4. As soon as he got the results, he called home to convey the good news to his parents. 5. He is not going to respond, so I ask him.
Congratulations! You've just completed your work at the 7th level. Good luck with Book 8.